Good morning, everyone. It's Laura, the Quarantine Gardener, and I really hope you're enjoying bright winter weather wherever you are. That's certainly the way it is here after some extremely heavy rain. So as you can see, I'm just weeding the long perennial bed here. I've almost finished, and it's really to encourage you to keep on top of those winter jobs that can seem a little bit tedious at this time of the year. But the weeding that's done now really pays benefit in springtime. When everything takes off, it just makes it that bit more manageable if we've done the winter work. So I'm just going to show you, here is Yarrow, and this is it's a cultivated Yarrow that has reverted to the native. Okay, so that was one of the cultivated, which means it is another colour, a yellow or a pink, or usually the ones they come in, or there's a lovely red as well. And Yarrow, of course, was used since ancient times to staunch wounds, and since the time of Achilles it's been used, and is known, the common name is woundwort, and so they'd pack yarrow into wounds on battlefields to help stop bleeding. And actually I've used it recently with my mother, who was suffering from nosebleeds, and found it very effective. Anyhow, I digress, back to the weeding. So what often happens is, after we've been weeding all season, the perennial clumps will have weeds in at the centre, because we've been able to get to everything else, but because these are all looking so beautiful in the summer, we don't feel like getting in and trying to get the weeds and dig up some of the clump while they're in full flower. So this time of year, now usually there'd be less leaf than this, it's just particularly mild this year, but I'm going to dig up this clump because as you can see, here is the leaf of Rumex, which has a very delicate leaf, quite like a potentilla actually to look at, but a very long taproot. It's a member of the dock species, and once that gets in, and it spreads runners a bit like creeping buttercup, so it's got a long taproot and it has that ability to spread, so it's really one to keep out of the garden as much as possible. So what I'm going to do is, now while this is becoming more dormant, dig up the clump and take out all of the taproots at the base. And again, yes, it's a little bit tedious, but it's so worth doing this time of year. It means that the perennial, the established perennials aren't getting overtaken by weeds when springtime comes. Okay, everybody, that's it. Happy gardening.